I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you, disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me back. Yeah, buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing comfy, cause I can't name that guy but me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Damn, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Damn, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Bears on Sunday night.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
For a guy still in his second year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Out to the sideline, and Kmet has it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. To the air, Williams. Over the middle, complete. It's Scott. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. And sometimes it...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Williams going to throw for it. Flushed out right. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw, it's Williams. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. He's got Harris running the slant. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. He gets it complete to Harris. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Throwing. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's Williams. escaping the pressure right. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. They'll fake the give. Now Williams rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Santos on to try the extra point. And before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out.
Delay of game.
And they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They'll throw again. Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze. 52 yards. And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So 20-0 now pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points up.
Now the ball comes loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Williams, a final shot before break. Steps away to his left. Going deep here for Allen. That's going to be knocked. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jalen Hurts, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. In the first half, it was the man from USC, Caleb Williams, who put on a solid performance. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On play action, here's Williams. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and 19. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Prescott to throw it.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. On their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looked
Right there.
still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line.
An injury stoppage here, and oh, you hope this is nothing serious. That's Dak Prescott, who is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And quickly they get to the line. Play action. Now Williams sliding out of the pocket. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chicago offense set to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing is Williams. Out to his left. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And Cooks has it over the middle. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Stanley to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's called at 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Caught by Allen. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Let's go now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
On 4th down, here's Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Flush to his right, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Stanley. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Stanley looking to pass. He finds his man complete. It's Townsend. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Stanley. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Stanley. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And now an audible here into something else. To throw, Williams.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On play action, here's Williams.
Buying time to his left.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
To throw, it's Williams.
On the move to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Caleb Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Williams going to throw for it.
Steps away. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Let's go. Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on third down, Stanley. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Stanley. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.